Welcome into this Wednesday Hump Day episode. We have a new person on to tell you all about. We're going to find out his defense as a Cleveland Brown fan, the defense of that elf at midfield. We'll find out if Raisin Cane's is going to be our new sponsor, and we'll ask him what it's like to be a sober Browns fan.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. By idiots, for idiots.
This is Sports Idiot Nation.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. Welcome back, sinners. This is Season 2 of Sports Idiot Nation.
Welcome into Sports Idiot Nation. A lovely Wednesday. We have a new face to talk about. We'll get into that in a second. Sports Idiot Nation, be sure to follow wherever you get your social medias. So quick story, you can see the Cleveland, you see this guy is wearing Cleveland. Quick story as we introduce Logan Bruce, and T.I. will get into more of his story and why he is on. But I gotta tell you, man, like Cleveland is just I got a weird thing in the pit of my stomach. My first and only and maybe last time to the Browns stadium with your dog pound there was the Jake Moody missing the field goal where we were undefeated at the time, and you know that that should have been an L. You should have worn that L.
I could have told you before that game started that when we win 4 games a year, one of them is against
An
the best
undefeated,
team in the league.
yeah,
It's always
yeah.
I think I had a little bit of money on that game, so I don't have to get into specifics. But
Always against a team that you definitely should not win. Yeah, that's the Titans way as well. Our best game this season was against the Seahawks, you know.
yeah, well, that's what. Yeah, I mean, we can even talk. We'll talk about the Titans here, but we beat undefeated San Fran a few years ago, and then the Titans come to town. They're hands down the worst team in the league. No offense, and I think it was last week in November.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, trust me. None taken. Yeah, it's been a long, hard road out of hell for a while for Titans fans. You know, I mean, nothing. Yeah. You guys are accustomed to it, you know, but we're still new to the game. You know, we're only 25, 26 years deep at this point.
So T.I., explain what Logan's doing, man.
Yeah, for sure. So Logan Bruce here. I'm not going to spoil the fun. I'm going to let him introduce himself and tell more about him. But Logan is a musician. After the Titans-Browns game, which was just a wild game, I was on the podcast with these guys. We were talking about it. Stefanski kept going for 2, was bringing Shador out. I mean, it just made no sense.
Dude, that was so wild.
I'm scrolling through Instagram, and this song pops up, and it's a parody of Fast Car, and I'm like, holy shit, man, this is so good, and it's hilarious, So I naturally shared it, and then of course followed his page, went and checked out some other songs and stuff. I was like, oh, this is cool, followed his page. As you know, Adam, in this world of social media, when you find like-minded individuals that are one, inspiring, and 2, doing a lot of the similar stuff. Obviously, fandom is one thing, but when you're a fan of the Cleveland Browns, you're in the same boat of misery as a lot of Titans fans as of late. So I just kind of gravitated towards his stuff and kind of built a mutual respect for each other, been following each other, and I went for a deep dive in his catalog of music and just really impressed. So I just really was wanting to get him on and let him share his story. He's got a really inspiring story just in general in life. Without further ado, Logan, thanks for coming on the show and really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. Dude, that Titans game. Whatever happened with that Niners game, the Titans game was the exact opposite of that shit. I don't know what Stefanski was doing. Like, I've never seen that before, just going for 2 nonstop.
Tanking. It's called tanking.
But we always
tanking.
We fuck up the draft pick, so I don't know why they keep trying to tank for these picks. But it was just crazy, dude. Yeah, I remember so I have season tickets, and we're just watching this game, and like he goes for 2 the first time, and we're like, we didn't get it, so now we have to go for 2 again, and it's like, well, we're not going to get it. And what did he do? Like a wildcat?
Where Shadur's not even on the field. Shadur's not even on the field, bro. What are we doing? Who is on the hoses?
Halfback pass to tie the game. It's just like, I mean, you might as well. We've had 50 quarterbacks. You might as well see if the running back can do it.
I mean, you drafted 50 quarterbacks this last year.
We had 7 of them on the team last year. It doesn't really matter.
Where's Kenny Pickett? But
it's just so. But yeah, Kenny Pickett in this time, he might have those tiny ass hands. But so yeah, Kenny Pickett, if you listen to the show, sorry for that one.
No, he's not.
But yeah, dude. So I got home for that game, and it was just like, I just couldn't believe it. Again, like, I have no right to talk trash about the Titans, but it was just like, dude, we just lost to the fucking Titans. Tony Pollard looked like he was Nick Chubb in 2019. Barry Sanders just running. He had 170 yards or whatever
Chris
it was.
Johnson. No, Chris Johnson. That's
Chris Johnson. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Chris 2K.
Let's get it right.
And I was just like, dude, I need to do something. Like, I usually after the game, I'll stop and get some Raising Cane's chicken tenders and just come home and like sit and eat chicken tenders and think about what the hell I just paid $300 to watch.
That sauce is bomb, though. The sauce and the garlic bread.
Yeah.
I mean, you make a sandwich.
For $20, you get 5 tendies, and just a steal. But I just remember sitting there thinking, I was like, dude, this is miserable. I like had the idea before to like do parody songs, and I did one a few years before that. It was like a Christmas song of Run Run Rudolph, but it was Joe Flacco. Throw Joe Flacco when Flacco came in for those 5 games and looked like Brett Favre.
He was balling. Dude.
Yeah. And he topped it off. Yeah, in the playoffs, he went full Favre and threw 4 interceptions in the playoff game.
Thrown across his body, and
So,
okay, Logan,
go ahead.
I got to ask you, what was the first song where you realized, because it couldn't be after one song where all of a sudden, like, this was a thing, but there had to have been a moment where you're like, man, okay, this is kind of a thing, and I'm definitely into it. Or was there that moment?
Actually, it was the first song, which is crazy. Yeah, because it was like,
look, no one likes a bragger.
Yeah, no, that's what I was just about to say. I'm not bragging at all. Like, I have,
I love it, dude.
Like 140 something thousand Facebook followers, but like my Instagram and TikTok, like, I just wasn't having any luck there. And I literally, like, so I got home, I ate my chicken tenders, decided, like, I picked Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. I was like, dude, she's from Cleveland. This is going to be the song.
I didn't know that.
I'm going to write a parody song about this Titans game. It took me, like, I don't even know, like 5 or 10 minutes just to write it, just because it's just like talking shit about the Browns is pretty easy to do.
It writes itself.
It writes itself. Yeah, I didn't even need to do anything. It just happened. But I posted it at like 5:30, so it was like an hour after the game ended. I was back home, posted this thing, and probably within a couple hours, like, I don't know, it had like 20 or 30,000 views, which is like by far the most that I'd had on Instagram, at least, in a while. And actually, I think that was like, I think it was the next day, like, I get like people from Cleveland were liking it and everything, but then I saw like Titans people start liking it, and it had a few 100,000 views, and I was like, damn it, man, I'm gonna have to keep doing these songs, in a good way. But it was just like, so it was actually the first one, just somehow, I don't know, I guess there was a pain of like Browns fans that they just needed to be put into a song, and nobody had done it before. So,
but like, yeah, I mean, you're right. Like, it started infiltrating into my circle, and I started seeing it, and I was like I said, man, I was like, oh, this is really damn good. But I think, if I'm not correct, I think your local ESPN radio picked it up, and they were sharing it, I think, or talking about it. I can't remember if they shared the video or they were just going over, they played it. I can't remember, but I mean, that's got to be a surreal feeling too. I mean, you're just sitting here like, venting your frustrations, putting the song out, and next thing you know, it's like the actual sports outlets that are talking about the Browns are picking it up and sharing it and playing it on air.
Yeah.
That had to be cool.
Yeah, it was actually like one of my buddies like that I hadn't talked to. He sent me a Facebook message. Like I haven't talked to the dude, I don't know, in like 5 or 6 years. And he's just like, dude, that's awesome that you're on ESPN this morning. And I was like, what the hell? Or ESPN Cleveland. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And so they used it. They didn't ask me to use it, but they did give me a shout out, which was so cool. But yeah, there was like 3 or 4 weeks in a row that they played because I just kept going with them because the Titans broke us and we just kept losing after that.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, okay. Let's hold it there. That was the straw that. Yeah. That was the straw that beat the camel's
on their
back.
own fan base. Yeah, they break their own fan base too. Trust me, I've been a broken soul for many years. We've every now and then we get a good year sprinkled in with about 8 crappy ones. So
yeah, it was just, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Like the ESPN Cleveland was playing like for probably 3 or 4 weeks in a row. There was another like 92.3 like an FM station out, the sports station out here. They played one of them, and the guys were roasting me for being like a parody musician, saying like that parodies aren't real music. And I just like, so I started commenting on all their shit, and I was like, guys, I have like other, and that's where it kind of like dawned on me. It was like, out of all the shit that I've done, and I guess we'll get into it here in a bit, but like all the stuff I've been through, all the music I've written, the tens and $20,000-$30,000 I've spent in the studio, and like it was eating chicken tenders from Raising Cane's and then a 5-minute Tracy Chapman song, and it was like that's what took off.
Dude, I feel you on that, man. I kind of without not only hijacking a couple minutes here, I for years in Nashville I did a lot of hip hop music with a bunch of different folks, and I was doing a lot of underground, conscientious, political, fun, you name it, like good, really just good classic hip hop. I'm a big fan of East Coast hip hop, and so it was more like that style. And after many years of doing it, I just got kind of tired of it. And me and a couple buddies, as a joke, made this fake gangster rap group, and we would like wear outfits, costumes, and our music was over the top. Lyrics like as offensive and as violent as we could possibly be, to where it was completely unbelievable. And we put a video. My buddy was finishing up film school, and he was like, hey, let me shoot a video for one of the songs. And like we recorded it in my buddy's basement with a little stupid little computer mic, holding it right here with some broken headphones. Had to put a towel on our head just to get the headphones to stay on our ears. Like it was that much of a joke. And the video came out so good that we put it out. And the next day, our local publication, Nashville Scene, they picked it up and were sharing it. And they were like, who are these guys? And we kind of like just fake tricked people into thinking we were this real group, to where people wanted us to do a show. And we were like, all right, well, fuck it, man. Let's do a show. A buddy of mine was GM at this bar in town. And he was like, yeah, why don't you guys do it here? And I swear to God, the very first show we ever did, we had like 400 people show up. And I'm like, man, I've been trying to do music for years. I'd be lucky to have like 50 people walk through the door, and we do this dumb shit and we have like 400 people on the first show, like, so I get it, man. The parody stuff, it resonates with folks, but obviously when you get to talking to some people, there's someone is always going to try to poo-poo on it, like, parody music. I mean, tell Weird Al that parody music isn't real music. I mean, come on, dude.
Right. That's actually like one of the hosts were arguing, and he's like, he started arguing with the guy and was like, what do you mean? And Weird Al was the example they used, and it was like, I don't know, it's weird, but it's like I don't know, everybody has their opinions.
Well, I mean, I know you've, like I said, I did a deep dive in your music. I was really impressed. I love your covers. I love your originals. Like I said, I hit you up. I was like, man, I love the Buffett cover. But like share a little bit about your history when it comes to music, and like
that's what I want to know.
Really, what got you started in music? Maybe some of your favorite hits, some songs you really like people check out. I know the most recent one that I have really has been on repeat a lot is the one that you wrote that was inspired by Stranger Things. I mean that's a great song.
Thank you.
I find myself singing it, just humming it in my head and stuff. I mean, it's very catchy, very good. But I know you've got a catalog of a lot of stuff. I know you've got some Christmas music. I know you've done a cover of a bunch of, I think, the Phrase songs. So, I mean, I know you've done tons of stuff. But
dude, you did do the deep dive, didn't you?
I did, man. I did.
I heard that, man, and I was like, shit, I forgot.
I've got a crush.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. So yeah, the one that you're talking about is Forget Me. I guess like I'll start there. That I don't along like throughout the years, like I've gone to studios and I still do a ton. But I think like with the technology that's out there now, like I would tell this to any musician is like I've started to teach myself a little bit of music production. So that's kind of where that one came in. Like I have like the synth pianos or MIDI keyboards and all that. So it's been cool just to kind of do whatever. Like yeah, the Jimmy Buffett cover was kind of just like I just used to live in Florida and Jimmy Buffett is huge down there, and I was like that is an awesome sailing song. But really like kind of what got me started, and I'll try not to go off on some like long tangent here, but like I eventually, like pretty much, long story short, like I've been sober for a little over 9 years now. And kind of what led me to that point was I went to college on a baseball scholarship up here in the Cleveland area. And again, long story short, like within like a month and a half of being at school, like I was like drinking so much that I just quit baseball. And just decided that I was going to be a professional drinker, which was pretty cool for a little while. It's always fun. And I don't know, it just like progressively kept getting worse, and I eventually found music. Like after I got rid of baseball, I had no idea like what I liked doing outside of drinking, which again was fun for a little while. Like but I had gotten sent to like rehabs a few times, and some dude had a guitar there, and I ended up like I knew like a couple Goo Goo Dolls covers just because when I would try to get girls in college, like if you just know, if you know Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, you're set. So that's where that came from. Exactly, yeah. And so that actually is one of my Browns parody songs. Is I use Iris.
Don't want the world to see me. Yeah, because I'm a Browns fan. Because I'll have a bag over my head. Yeah, I could write one for you too, I guess.
It's easy, dude. You don't even have to. Yeah, you could actually, if you just say the Titans instead of the Browns, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So it got to the point where like I had sold almost everything sold everything I owned except for my guitar, like to feed my habit. And I was sitting outside of a pawn shop in Florida, and all I had was my guitar. And I had written a few songs by that point. I was still too nervous. Like even people that have asked me to get on to do podcasts, I would say no because I was too shy and like didn't believe in myself enough to like feel like why would anybody give a shit what I have to say. But I sat outside that pawn shop for a couple hours and told myself like, all right, dude, like I'm just gonna go try to get clean one more time. And the last 5 years of trying to get sober, I've been writing music the whole time, and the most I'd done with it was like post them on Facebook. I'm going to try to get clean once more, and I'm going to stay clean long enough to record one song at a studio. And that was the deal that I made with myself. So if I recorded a song the next week at the studio, then I reached my goal and I was going to go back and do whatever the hell I was doing. I have been sober since then. So that was in like October of 2016. I ended up getting into a studio sometime in 2017, and like T.I. was going through some of them. I've since then, I don't know, like recorded 40 something songs in the meantime. And like I was saying, like my Facebook is like it's like at 149,000 now. I'm trying to get to 150 soon, but yeah, it's like pretty much at 150,000. And Instagram's finally blowing up, I guess, because of the stupid Brown songs. TikTok, same thing. So I don't know. It's been cool. Honestly, the Brown stuff was kind of a blessing because it was like all I knew was like I was going to keep making my original music and talking about my recovery and stuff, and that's all great, and I love helping people with that. But honestly, like the Browns shit was kind of like it was like a nice break, and where it's just like I can just do shit like this, which I would, I'd love to just jump on a podcast with guys and talk music or football any day. So it was like super cool again that you guys asked me to come on. It's kind of been a really, really cool thing just in general, to be able to kind of switch it up just from only doing the original like music that I do and only talking about being sober, but actually like kind of tying it all in together has been nice.
The biggest blessing, obviously, so far to date is being on Sports Idiot Nation. We do already know that. That's 100.
Yeah.
That's keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when
We're gonna
when I
get that
almost sold my
150K
guitar, I was
for
saying
you.
if I'm not, if I'm not on Sports Idiot Nation within the next 10 years, I'm just going back to drinking because
Then
it's
I
not
don't
worth
want
it.
it. Then I don't want. Then throw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't put that evil
Yeah.
on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't put that evil on me.
So, with all due respect, I officially dub you a fellow idiot. That you will
Thank
be
you.
welcome anytime. Obviously, it's going to be fun to catch up with you and talk all things AFC North throughout the season. As we talk about what Aaron Rodgers is going to do, what the new coaching staff. There's a 29-year-old guy calling plays for a 29-year-old quarterback in Baltimore. Like just little things like that we'll get into later in the year and stuff. We'll get your opinion because you're more of a deep dive in the AFC North than what we would be because the AFC North sucks so bad, so we wouldn't care. So we'll go, well, let's get a guy who cares.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like you say that, and I'm like, so you're saying that the Browns have a chance to win the division is
so
what I
you're
heard.
telling me there's a chance. Yeah. Exactly. I read you.
I have to say, I know as a Titans fan, I drink a whole lot more during football season than I do the rest of the year. So I commend you for being a sober Browns fan. I know it's not hard. I know you joke about it a lot online. You say, I wouldn't wish being a sober Browns fan on my worst enemy. So I do find humor in that. And I obviously respect your sobriety journey. I think that's awesome. It's tough. There's a lot of folks that want to do that and can't do that and just have similar stories. And it's cool that you own it. It's cool that you share your story with other folks. I think you've went and talked to folks and played music and told them your story. I think kind of like motivational speaker type aspect. And man, it's just really cool. So keep up the good fight there. I'd say you're almost at 10 years. So I mean, I'd say you made it at this point, man. That's pretty impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like one of those things. I like to joke about it. Again, Facebook, that's why I'm trying to get like the Instagram and TikTok up, because Facebook's just, you guys know, it's a different crowd. When I joke about it and stuff, like it doesn't always come off the right way to the Facebook crowd. And there's going to be some of my Facebook people that are watching this. I'm not talking about you.
Yes,
maybe I am.
We are though.
It's just like, I don't know. Like to me, when there's people out there right now, like today, that are struggling with this stuff. And that's where I think like just seeing, hopefully there's other people out there like me, but just like, I don't know, seeing me like make music or make stupid Brown songs and still like have season tickets to the games and then, get chicken fingers after the games and make stupid music about them. Like,
and where do they
like
get those chicken fingers? Where do they get them again?
Raising Cane's. So
okay, go to raisingcanes.com.
Right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we'll have to work on this sponsorship now. Yeah,
absolutely. There's one 5 minutes from my
white
house.
People chicken.
I know Adam is a big fan of Raising Cane's, so we Raising Cane's, if you're out there, we're looking for you.
Yeah, the white people chicken. Yeah, the honey mustard, the spicy honey mustard.
Real quick though, let's talk about the Bearded Browns podcast. So they've got you full time now. So you're on there full time with them.
Yeah, they have 2 shows, and I'm on the Saturday Sweet. One. So
nice,
sweet.
Yeah, that was another thing that kind of came from the Brown songs, was just getting ingrained with some of the podcasting people in the area, which is cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, I've talked about getting
fun when you
getting those guys on.
Misery loves company.
Yeah, that's what
I was going to say. I've talked to Adam
Go
about.
ahead.
I was talking to Adam, on and off for a while for trying to get those guys on and work something out. So it was really cool to finally hop on with you guys a couple weeks ago. It was a fun episode.
Yeah, it feels good. Like I didn't realize like just having somebody to vent to, or just it ended up being like 4 guys in like their 30s, 40s, and 50s just bitching about the Browns for an hour. And then after we
Which
got
is
off,
what you
I
need. Yeah.
I texted him. I was like, dude, that was awesome. That was exactly what I needed.
Woosah. I needed the woosah. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys didn't let me swear, so it wasn't that great, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
so good.
Man, it's all right. You can come on here and get that out of your system anytime you want.
Right.
You know?
So, question: you talked about baseball earlier, and I'm curious. Are you an Cleveland Indians fan then as well? Are you all things Cleveland?
Yeah,
Cavs
except for the Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm I guess I mentioned it before. I'm a Michigan guy.
Okay.
Which I keep the Michigan shit on the other side of the camera, so when I do this, nobody sees it.
But in your heart, it's there.
I know it's there. So you guys see me keep looking up.
You're
it's
like, hail Michigan, yeah.
My number 1 Braylon Edwards Michigan turned Cleveland Browns jersey.
number 17 in the program, number 1 in your heart.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, he played for the Niners for a little bit, didn't he? Like right at the end of his career.
Yeah, when he was really bad.
Yeah, that's what we got the touchdowns and drops. You just got the drops.
Drop skis, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the reason I ask is I definitely am from the Bay Area, but live in the northeast corner of Indiana. So it's just a hop, skip, and a jump for a couple hours to get to a game. So I'll look and see if I don't even know. I need to look and see if the Giants come to Cleveland, because then we can get to a game. Maybe that'd be dope.
Yeah. Did they do the scheduling now where each team plays at every park?
That's what I thought, but I haven't double checked. And T.I. just look at the Rockies schedule so that we can make fun of them because they're so bad, dude.
Yeah,
so
we adopted them last year and talked about them on every single episode. We were like, it was I don't even know. Running gag,
their best player. Yeah, their best player is Chris Bryant, who was good like 8 years ago.
No. So that was on our previous episode, maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago. We ran through. This is nuts.
The roster.
Yeah. And guess what? The third baseman is like John Smith, and we're like, what? Where's Chris Bryant? Wasn't that their like big signing? And he's played 18 at bats for them, and that's it. Like what?
Yeah. It came out recently. Like he has like some like the degenerative thing in his like disc in his back, so he just signed there, and he's never gonna play.
Their opening day pitcher I think has a ERA of like 5.3. 5, and then he I think he won 6 games last year, right? Yeah, 5-17. He's their opening day pitcher.
The running joke was we would go. Every Monday, we go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for this show. But every Monday, we would do a recap on the Colorado Rockies, and sometimes they would go a full week without a win, and so we'd have to go another week and be like, well, the Rockies did get a win in the last 14 days, so watch out for your Colorado Rockies.
They're heating up.
Yeah,
you guys better watch out. It sounds like T.I.'s rap group. Like you guys are gonna end up getting flown out to Denver and be the super fans.
Yeah, that's right. Gonna put us in a press box.
At least we get high. At least we get high.
There.
I mean, it wouldn't be all bad.
That'd be great. They'd be like
high altitude team, man.
Like,
you guys will be up there.
We actually have fans. Bring them out here. You know,
it doesn't matter. Yeah, if they're just trolling us, they're talking about us.
Right. I'm wearing a Giants hat. T.I.'s wearing a St. Louis Cardinals hat, and we just show up. They're like, "Oh, well, we got some purple for you." I'm like, "Cool, for the trash."
Yeah.
Cool. You got any Raising Canes? Because that's what we're really here for.
This episode not brought to you.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
So I did a music podcast with my cousin, and we like kind of grew up together. I'm a year older. We're a lot like brothers, and we're just those guys that you're just so goofy with. And we would joke on the show. This episode is not brought to you by the 2007 Camaro. We just like joke on like random stuff. This podcast is not brought to you by the glass bottle Heinz ketchup, like the old school.
Not
So-
brought to you by the Tennessee Titans' new logo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Raisin Canes. Yeah.
Not. It's not. It's not. But it can be. Raising Canes, it can be. Just holler at me. Have
Yeah.
my people call your people.
Text us.
You know.
Yeah.
Hit TI's
Make it happen.
pager. Hit his pager, and he'll get
Yep.
back to you. Hit him.
Yeah.
Hit
Yep.
it with a 911.
Real
Look.
ballers keep their pagers on vibrate. So, you know.
So what
All
do you
right,
think
so-
about the new logo? Like, is it not? I've seen you making fun of it.
Man. Yeah, people are starting to get annoyed with me making fun of it, but I'm just like, you know, I've got a little bit of skin in the game. So, you know, I've been a day
Content.
one
You got to get content out there.
fan. I'm much older than most of the people that probably follow my page, you know, and they grew up with, you know, the Titans logo and being on the fence sometimes, and then they like the Oilers throwbacks, you know, and then we've got Oilers fans that obviously, you know, transferred over. I just have no ties to the Houston Oilers. I mean, we were the Tennessee Oilers for like 2 years, roughly, really, before we switched over, and so it's just. I like the colors. Everybody loves the Oilers colors, but I just feel like it's a little unnecessary. I'm kind of like, why are we ditching the navy? Why are we ditching the two-tone? Like, we literally have like our number one tailgate group, my buddies, you know, Austin, the crew, the two-tone Blue Nation. I'm like, so what, do they have to change their name now? Like, can they no longer be the two-tone Blue Nation? You know, and they,
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
I
they
was thinking that
partnered
too.
with the Titans this past season. The Titans organization were promoting all of their tailgates like on site. So I mean, it's kind of like all these people have these you know, established identities in retrospect, the Titans, and it's like, here we are, the Athens of the South. You know, we're the Titans. Literally, our T is a sword. That's why it has the little silver kind of shadow on it. We have the 12th band. It would come out and shove the sword into the ground. Like, I'm just kind of like, so we're just ditching all of that to kind of like go back to the Adams
But
family
you guys
legacy, you
are
know?
in the Houston's division. Like, it's kind of weird to pay homage to the others. Like, if the Ravens would have just kept brown and orange forever. Like,
yeah, I even
like,
said that in my
weird.
last video. I was like, it's kind of like, what if the Ravens all of a sudden decide to come out with the orange helmet for their new logo? You know, like, it does not work. Does not work. Leave it in the past. Let's move forward. You want to rebrand? You know, as I said in my video, I said, you know, the product on the field is not really in demand for a rebrand yet. I know we got a new stadium, but let's get a good product on the field first before we're trying to sell a whole bunch of new merch, because my closet already looks like a graveyard of ex-Titans. Every time I buy a jersey, they trade them or cut them. You know, I mean, my whole closet is Vince Young, Derrick Henry, Chris Johnson, you know, Kevin Byard. You know, you name it, there's a jersey in there, you know. My wife even has a Drew Bennett jersey, you know, one of the few people that's you know, the ladies love Drew Bennett. The ladies always loved Drew Bennett, you know. But you know, he was a baller back in the day though for the Titans. He was one of the few receivers we had that had 1,000 yards. But anyway, yeah, the logo is weird. Supposedly there's some more branding of it coming out. Supposedly they have some more stuff in the works. So I'm gonna hold out hope that there's some Navy in there. But I'm not too excited. Not too excited.
That's what I think it was in between their 1-15 year and then the 0-16 year, or the other way, it was the other way around. Whatever it was, but like in the middle of that, they said, "Hey, we're going to come out with a new logo," and we're all stupid. We're like, "All right, the new logo is going to change everything. Like, if we just get a new, like, it'll be good." And we all started, like, they were doing fan votes, and it was like all over the news for months. Like, what is this new logo going to be? I don't know if you guys have seen like like Brownie the Elf that we have, which is like our third alternate logo
at midfield.
Like, that was at midfield, but we're like, maybe they're going to change that like back to Jim Brown's 60s. Like, our main logo is going to be the elf, or it's going to be like a badass bulldog. The release day comes and they do some stupid show like LeBron James when he made his decision, like, put it on TV. Everybody's watching. They unveil the logo. It's the same helmet with a brighter orange, and they made the face mask white. Like, and it was like months of us arguing, like, which one do you like better, the bulldog or the elf? Like, or maybe something with the bulldog like tearing a football up or something like that. And they're like, yeah, you're getting the fucking helmet again, but we're gonna make it brighter.
We're gonna milk this press run. We're gonna milk this press run, and then it's like, You know, hey, got the shiny object, bam! Look what we got you. Same thing, you
Yeah.
know.
So tell me about
I mean,
the
you know,
elf real
Titans
quick.
logo the same way, you know.
Mhm.
With the elf, like a non-Browns fan, just so you know, in case you were wondering, Logan, about non-Browns fans, we
I
all
wasn't.
make fun of it really bad. But it's got to mean something, and I'm just curious. Like, defend it.
It's not a helmet. Like, it's not a football helmet. That's all the defense that I need. Like, our logo right now is a helmet. And unless it is I guess no. Miles Garrett used Mason Rudolph's own helmet against him, but I don't know. So the elf is like way back into the 50s and 60s. Like that's you got to look all the way back then for us to be like when we were any good. So it's
Well,
like,
yeah.
dude, if we just bring back the 60s logo, we'll get 60s results. 12
Is
and
that
out.
okay? So that's the reasoning behind why people in Cleveland are okay with it, because it just signals back to when they were a good team. That's the whole argument.
I like it. Like, I think the way he's holding the football is stupid. I don't know how much you it's like
yeah.
vertical. Like, it looks like he's Tony Pollard carrying it, unless Tony Pollard's playing the Browns. Getting ready to run for $180.
Then he looks like OJ Simpson. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I think it's cool, but probably because I've been staring at a helmet and I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on stuff that has a fucking helmet for the logo. So I got to go get like off-brand stuff. This is not licensed right here just because it's a different helmet. So
that is pretty cool. The way I get
it. I get it totally. I mean, if the Titans made an alternate logo that was a raccoon, I'd be all over it, man. Because I love me some T-Rack, man. Love me some T-Rack, and our state animal is the raccoon. So I get it, man. Sometimes you just want something different. You want something unique. That's why I like the Titans' existing logo. I mean, the flames. People are like, oh, we gotta get rid of the flames. Kind of like the flames, man. I think it's unique. It's kind of modern. It's different. The only thing I don't like about it is it makes it hard to center the logo on merch, and
that's why
stuff. When it's a little weird, you know.
Yeah, like even hats and stuff. Because I used to I had some Titans gear, a red Eddie George jersey back in the day.
Oh yeah.
From back Madden 2001, 2002. The Titans were my team.
Those are the
Steve McNair.
Those are the McNair. Yeah, that's the Bearstein Bears, Sinbad the Genie Titans jerseys. A lot of Titans fans say that those jerseys never existed, and we always try to tell people, yes, they do. You could buy them; they were out there. They just never wore them in a game. That was the thing, and because Jacob, Memphis J, one of the other members of the Cineverse here, he runs the Hoops Idiot Nation. He actually has a Steve McNair one. And I try to tell people all the time, I'm like, yes, the red jerseys did exist. It's not something that you imagined. There was this rumor they were going to wear them on the Christmas Day game, and they never did.
Oh, dude, that would have been sick.
That would have been sweet. Yeah, that would have been cool.
I don't know why they didn't. I still don't know why they didn't. It was there.
Like these marketing things, like we all can, like it's just easy money. Just like the Browns, like have their all orange uniforms that have been. Like they've worn different uniform combos that all look the same because it's brown and we have brown and white, and that's just what it is. But they're supposed to have like all orange jerseys that they haven't worn since like 2000. And it's just like, dude, just fucking like the team's gonna win 3 games this year.
Tim Couch.
Yeah, Tim Couch. But I always felt bad for him, man. He really got like the short end of this. Like our team wasn't good.
You don't say. The Cleveland Browns weren't good.
Yeah,
for sure. He did.
I mean, he was Braylon Edwards yet in 2007. So
Sports City Nation has the hot takes, guys. Yeah. Remember?
Yeah, he was right. A great quarterback, though. You're right, though. He did get shafted a little bit, man. He was good.
No, who I liked was Derek Anderson, bro. You made the playoffs with Derek Anderson, and I think you beat the 49ers that year at your place.
Actually, if it was 2007, and I say the only reason I know this is because it was the Braylon Edwards year where he was second. He was second in the league in touchdowns. Edwards. He had 17 touchdowns and like 26 drops or something, like just nuts. And we didn't make. We were 10-6. That's the best year that we've had until recently, and we didn't make the playoffs. Like even when we finally won 10 games, we still didn't make it.
So 26 drops. That makes me think Hall of Famer now, Larry Fitzgerald. I don't know if you guys have heard this stat. Hopefully you have. Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles than dropped passes.
See, I've been watching Jerry Jeudy all season, and I just can't believe that can't be a real stat.
Yeah, like what?
Crazy.
That's unbelievable. Like,
and he had like 40-year-old Kurt Warner throwing to him, and it was like, damn, dude.
That is an unreal stat. That is like Jerry Rice level type of stuff. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
hands, man.
He tackled like 11 guys from a turnover, like 11 tackles, and had like 9
That
drops in his whole life.
Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
I mean that Cardinals team with Anquan Bolden and Larry Fitzgerald. I mean,
dude, it's just
nasty.
unbelievable,
It's
man.
nasty.
Aeneas
Adam, can you
Williams.
tell us what it's like, man? What's it like? Just like 2 minutes. What's it like having a real team?
Yeah.
I know. So I do feel bad because like my pains are so much different.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
poor guys.
we go 12-5. You know, yeah, like exactly. So I do feel it, but I do host a 49er podcast, and we get into the nitty gritty of like, oh, we could have done this, and we, every team goes through it, and we did have some bad years. Like Jim Tomsula was our coach. I mean, like we had some bad, years as well. Now, since Shanahan has been there, as long as we're kind of healthy, we've been good. And if we're really unhealthy, then we suck and win like 5 or 6 games. But
yeah,
there's that standard though. So it's still tough.
I was gonna say, imagine being fully healthy and winning those 5 games.
Yeah. Imagine being not healthy at all and going to the playoffs and beating the Super Bowl champion Eagles.
Yeah.
Like I have no complaints. I'm happy as a football fan. I get to make fun of TI on a weekly basis. I mean, what's more fun than that? But yeah, no, it's
It
good.
seems like, I was gonna say I'll have to jump back in the show in the future so we can keep making fun of him. That sounds good. I can't say shit. I mean, he doesn't have a basketball team. I guess we can roast him for that. Maybe.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
I
he
root
likes
for the
Memphis,
Grizzlies, but they
fighting
are
Johns.
they're having
in Nashville
a fire sale. They're having a fire sale, so they're just pretty much, it's like, hey,
they sell injured players. They sell guys who are out for the season.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all right. I mean, injured Jaron Jackson is still a nice addition to your team. When he's healthy, he's.
Are you a Warriors fan then, Adam?
Yeah. Yep. All things Bay Area. So
I know,
Giants,
Logan.
49ers,
You're a
Sharks
Cavs fan for sure. I saw your parody of the Beard. I saw that song.
James Harden.
Yeah. We did make fun of
remember.
James on this podcast. Yes.
Yeah, I can't. What was the song you parodied for that? I can't remember what song it was.
It was Free Fallin'.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
The lines were just about him liking the strip clubs.
Yeah.
I'm actually like probably like a quarter mile away is like they just closed it down, and thank God. But it was like the nastiest strip club in Cleveland. Where it was like so gross that it like the whole city like almost rioted when they were shutting it because it was like you can't do this but it closed right before Harden got here, and I'm like truly upset about that. I feel like he could have brought it back with his dollars.
He could have kept him in business.
Yeah,
kept him in business, man.
So big RIP to the Lido Lounge on West 117th in Cleveland.
West 117th,
it was fun while it lasted.
Oh,
right by the old Raisin Canes, right over there,
right down the road from it. Yeah, AFC on the other side. Yep.
That's funny.
So all right, we definitely have to have you back on. If you will humbly oblige, we'd love to have you, our AFC North guy. Thanks for hanging out. Your story again, very cool, man. I'm sober, but I'll tell you it's because I don't like the taste. If Dr. Pepper was booze, I'd be in the hospital. So I can't brag. I can't brag.
After. If we're staying on after, I'll give you some of my recipes. We can cook you up something that'll taste like Dr. Pepper.
All right, good deal. All right.
Before we go though, make sure you plug yourself. Tell folks where they can find you.
Yeah, so Logan Bruce Music on all platforms, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Outside of that, yeah, all my music's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Just search Logan Bruce. Like T.I. was saying, there's a bunch on there. There's a lot of originals, a lot of covers too. So, yeah,
Yep.
Logan Bruce
Links.
Music everywhere.
Links are over here. Click in the links, guys, as well, are in the show notes. Reminder to follow us wherever you get your social media. Follow Logan Bruce. Big thanks to him for hanging out. New episodes of Sports Idiot Nation come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means we will see you Friday. Thank you for watching this episode of Sports Idiot Nation. Remember, we are on all social media and on YouTube, and the podcast can be found on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Remember, new episodes are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And remember, because you watch Sports Idiot Nation,
You would be the smartest idiot in the whole world.